Copay and deposit collection. If throughout the course of this lesson you need to return to this slide, simply click the Home button in the bottom left-hand corner. To proceed to the next slide, you will need to click the Next button in the bottom right-hand corner throughout the course. Let's click Next to get started. By the end of this training, you will be able to understand the following processes: start of shift process, handling the following payment types: cash, check, money order, or credit card; emergency department, handling materials responsibly, completing receipts, voiding receipts, and end of shift process. Payment collection is taken care of during pre-registration, registration admission, ED registration, length of stay, and upon discharge. Pre-registration advises patient of the copay by telephone, if applicable, required by patient's insurance via Cerner search engine, website, or by calling the insurance carrier. Upon completion of credit card payment, inquire if the patient would like an email copy of receipt. Enter approval number provided from credit card machine in patient management. Scan credit card receipt and hospital receipt into patient management scanning system. If self-pay, the patient access representative asks for a deposit. ED registration collection. Registrar collects credit card payment during registration at bedside or at cashier's office. Co-payments are determined through the Cerner search engine, website, or by calling the insurance carrier. Payments of cash and checks are accepted by the cashier. Scan credit card receipt and hospital receipt into patient management scanning system. The credit card receipt is stapled to the yellow copy of the hospital receipt, and the white receipt is given to the patient or designee. If the patient is a self-pay patient, the registrar asks for a payment deposit. During the ED registration collection. ED registration. As part of the registration process, registrars collect co-payments or a self-pay deposit. The ED self-pay deposit is $200. Co-payments are noted on patient insurance cards, eligibility engine response. ED registrar collects credit card payments from patients by bedside. If the patient is paying by cash or check, the registrar escorts the patient's family to the cashier office. When no family members are available, or if the family cannot leave the patient's bedside, the registrar will collect the cash check payment and deliver cash check directly to the cashier office. The receipt is issued by the cashier and delivered to the patient family member making the payment. Registration excluding ED. Registrars collect co-payment or deposit from patients at the time of service. Co-payment is determined through the Cerner search engine, website, or by calling insurance carrier. The patient access representative completes the hospital receipt and provides a copy to the patient. Co-pay and deposit collection start of shift process. Emergency department. At the beginning of each shift, the patient access representative will collect all of the necessary materials from the cashier, including the following: clear collection envelope. When the clear collection envelope is picked up by the patient access representative, the cashier completes the following information on the cash bag pickup form, which is signed by the patient access representative: today's date, time picked up, bag number, receipt book number, registrar signature, cashier signature, and the time returned is completed when the registrar returns the bag. Clear collection envelope. Clear envelope used exclusively in the emergency department. This bag is issued containing the receipt book and white deposit bag. This clear collection envelope is used by the patient access representative to collect credit card payments and receipts only. Cash or check payments will be collected by the cashier. Copay and deposit collection start of shift process, all other Stony Brook University Hospital locations. At the beginning of each shift, the patient access representative will collect all of the necessary materials from the cashier, including the following: blue petty cash bag. When the blue petty cash bag is picked up by the patient access representative, the cashier completes the following information on the cash bag pickup form, which is signed by the patient access representative: today's date, time picked up, bag number, amount of cash in bag, receipt book number, registrar signature, cashier signature, and the time returned is completed when the registrar returns the bag. Blue petty cash bag. Blue canvas locking bag used in all other locations, excluding pre-registration and CPMP. This bag will be issued containing the receipt book, white deposit bag, counterfeit pen, and petty cash. Note: do not sign the log until you have counted the bag. Once you sign for your bag, you are responsible for that bag. Receipt book. For every payment you collect, you must fill out a receipt. A receipt is the equivalent of money. Distribute carbon copies as follows. White goes to the patient, yellow keep in your white cash bag, and pink keep in the receipt book. Daily payment collection form. At the end of each shift, you must fill out this form. Here you verify the amount of receipts used and the breakdown of the payments. White deposit bag. At the end of each shift, you must fill out the white deposit bag. The bag must include all credit card receipts, checks, cash, and coins. Also include the yellow receipt copies and the daily payment collection form. Once all items are enclosed, patient access representatives in the ED and Level 5 registration must bring their bag to a financial counselor to be reviewed and sealed. For all other areas, the bag must be sealed, and the patient access representative will keep the receipt stub. At the beginning of each shift, the cashier will complete the tracking form above, identifying what was given to the patient access representative. At the end of the shift, the patient access representative will initial for the return of the bag. Note: do not sign until you have counted the bag. Once you sign for the bag, you are responsible for that bag. Daily payment collection form. Date, location, for example, ED, ACP, Ronkonkoma, etc. Receipt book number. This number is written in large black marker on the back of the book. Date last receipt used. Enter in the date of the last receipt used in the receipt book. Bag number, written in large black marker on the clear envelope as well as the blue petty cash bag. Petty cash amount. Enter amount of cash received in bag if applicable. Beginning receipt number. Note: the beginning receipt number will be the next available receipt in your book. Handling materials responsibly. Do not share a bag. Do not leave your bag unattended. Each cashier and registrar must use their own bag. Do not pick up or bring back a bag for someone else. Do not ask anyone to return your bag or clear envelope for you. You are responsible for that bag and the contents. Key phrases. Our insurance verification system indicates your copayment out-of-pocket expense will be X dollars. We are now collecting copayments over the phone via credit or debit. Do you need a moment to get your card? For your upcoming visit, we require a deposit of X dollars. As a new service, I am now able to collect your deposit today via credit or debit, so you will not need to be concerned about that on the day of your visit. How would you like to pay? Mr. Alabaster, I see by the notes made at the time of pre-registration, your estimated copayment is X dollars. We are required to collect this at the time of the visit. How would you like to pay today? By cash, check, or credit card? Our insurance verification system indicates your copayment out-of-pocket expense will be X dollars. We are required to collect this at the time of the visit. How would you like to pay today? By cash, check, or credit card? Handling payments, emergency department. Cash, check, and money order. If the patient is paying by cash, check, or money order, the registrar escorts the patient's family to the cashier office. When no family members are available, or if the family cannot leave the patient's bedside, the registrar will collect the cash, check, money order payment and deliver the cash, check, money orders directly to the cashier office. The receipt is issued by the cashier and delivered to the patient or family member making the payment. Handling payments. Cash. Mark all $5, $10, $20, $50, and $100 bills with the counterfeit pen. Cash receipts. Enter in the amount to be paid. At the bottom left of the receipt, enter the amount of money received. On the bottom right, enter the money returned. Please use coin envelopes when you have change included in your deposit. Handling payments, check or money order. We do not accept post-dated checks. Checks are deposited the next business day. Verify the numeric and written amounts are the same on the check. And if there is a mistake, ask the patient to correct it, and then ask them to initial their correction. Handling payments, credit card. Never write down a complete credit card number. Only the last 4 digits may be noted. Debit card can be used if it has one of the logos below and will be processed as a credit card. American Express, Discover, Visa, MasterCard, Flex Card with credit card logo. Handling payments, credit card. The screen must display sale, phone order, and settlement. Press Sale. If this screen is not displayed, press F2. Slide or insert card or enter card number. Input dollar amount you are charging. Press Enter. Sale. Answer yes or no. Press yes if you are processing the sale. For a second receipt, press yes. For credit card with chips, if your terminal has the chip ability, place the card in the correct slot until it clicks and follow the prompts. If the amounts don't match, for example, the patient is charged $70 and only has $20 available, the machine will process the transaction for $20. Tell the patient and ask if they want to pay the difference or cancel the transaction and use another means of payment. If you make a mistake or have to void the sale, press the Cancel button, press the purple More button, press Void, then follow the prompts. Note, this can only be done the same day on the same credit card machine. Follow the process, voiding receipts. Credit card receipt. Note the following: last four numbers from the card, card type, for example Visa or MasterCard, total amount processed, approval code. This is documented as the authorization number on the payment receipt. This must be documented in Cerner. Give second copy to the patient and keep the signed copy in the white cash bag. Completing payment receipts. For every payment you collect, you must fill out a receipt. Enter the last and first names of the patient. The patient number is the encounter number. Leave off the first 0. Fill in the amount received. Fill in the date the payment is received. Check off the type of payment collected. For credit, use inpatient or outpatient only. Check off whether the patient is inpatient or outpatient. For credit card payments, enter in the last 4 digits of the card number. Enter the credit card expiration date. The authorization number is from the credit card receipt. Leave the miscellaneous account blank. If no money is returned to the patient, enter a 0 in amount returned. The patient access representative who received the funds will print their first and last name and initial the bottom of the receipt. Distribute carbon copies as follows. The white copy goes to the patient, the yellow copy is kept in the white cash bag, and the pink copy is kept in the receipt book. Print clearly on all receipts. Fill out the bottom of the receipt, money received and money returned as necessary. For example, if a patient is paying with cash and their copay is $50, but they are paying with a $100 bill, you would note the amount as $50, amount received as $100, and amount returned as $50. Patient access representatives must scan the credit card receipt and hospital receipt into Cerner. Please ensure the following. The white credit card receipt should be stapled to the yellow hospital receipt in the upper left-hand corner. The image type selected must be patient access documents. The date must be updated to the date of the encounter, and the image title should be changed to read Payment Receipt. Voiding payment receipts. Write void on all 3 receipts. Write the number of the receipt on your summary sheet. The white and yellow copies will be handed in with your deposit. The pink receipt remains in your book. Please note, the receipt must be counted at end of shift. End of shift process. Complete daily payment collection form. Here you verify the amount of receipts used and the breakdown of the payments. Note, if 2 receipt books were used during a shift, then a form must be completed for each book. Ensure the following information is completed at the end of your shift. Ending receipt number. This is the last receipt that was used. Total number of receipts used. Total dollar amount of receipts. Add up the total amount received from each receipt. Voided receipt number. Enter any receipts that were voided here. Cashier or registrar signature. Print the name. Cash amount. Enter the total amount of cash received if applicable. Check amount. Enter the total amount received in checks. Credit card amount. Enter the total amount received in credit card payments. Total of cash, checks, and credit cards get entered here. This number must match the total dollar amount of receipts. Breakdown of monies received. For credit card payments, you need to separate how much was received for each card type. In addition, for the locations listed, a breakdown of monies collected must be entered by corresponding area. The number from the white deposit bag gets entered here. Make a copy of your form for safekeeping. Note, this should be saved for at least 3 months. Place the following in the white plastic bag: daily payment collection form, receipts, cash, checks, and money orders. Patient access representatives in the ED and Level 5 registration must bring their completed bag to a financial counselor to be reviewed and sealed. For all other areas, the bag must be sealed and the patient access representative will keep the receipt stub. End of shift process. Complete the stub of the bag with the date, your name, and the amount of deposit. Staple the stub to your copy of the summary sheet. Return the sealed white bag to the cashier. A daily summary sheet must be completed, even if no payments were processed during your shift. You should now be familiar with the following processes: start of shift process, handling payments, cash, check or money order, credit card, emergency department, handling materials responsibly, completing receipts, voiding receipts, and the end of shift process. Thank you from the Patient Access Department. See you at the next lesson.